And we're live. We were sat in silence waiting for you. We were really bored.
What? I got, oh shit, 4 seconds.
I was like, we were chatting away about food, which is of course why we were maybe a second late. But yeah, and then I was like, oh my God, the time is 4 seconds.
Had we not looked down, we'd have still been talking about Joe Wicks.
Yes, this is true. Joe Wicks, the hero of the food.
Yeah,
the meals of our dinner time.
Absolutely.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year, everybody. Good evening.
Good evening. Can you see all the comments, Mel?
I've just found them, yeah. Ta-da!
We've got a new system where Mel gets to actually see the broadcasting suite as well. She's not allowed to press any buttons, though.
No, I'm not. I'm not allowed to press any button. Don't press the red button, Mel. Oh, Happy New Year, everybody. Oh, that's so lovely. I can see everybody like diddle.
And there's no delay.
No delay.
No
delay at all.
Mel, we've got some really good stuff planned for not just this show, but for the rest of the year, haven't we?
Yeah. We've got some amazing stuff planned. 2021.
Yeah.
Is not going to be a shit show. No. It's going to be the Mel and Sam Show. That's what it's going to be.
It's going to be
a show here.
No, we are. In fact, to be honest with you, and we discussed it last year, and we discussed the fact that we were going to go every other week, which was like, can we do that? Because have we got time to do it? But we can.
Yeah, we can now.
Because we're in lockdown, so we can get used to it, and then it's going to be amazing, and then we're just going to be going, we want to do it again.
Yeah, we might go 3 weeks. You never know. We might go like skip a week and then skip a week and then do 2 weeks, and now I'm getting ahead of myself now. We could be on every week. I mean, come on.
No. Yeah, that would be nice, but I think we wouldn't have anything to talk about.
What? You're joking, aren't you? I can do subjects now. Like
Joe Wicks.
I want to just go on and go, hi.
Hello, everybody. Everybody's here. Right, so what have we got tonight?
We have got Katie McBarnes coming on to talk about how glowy she is.
Yes.
Have you got?
I have that. Oh, you can see it.
What a cool piece of kit.
Yeah, she's going to tell us all about her new KB Glow.
And one of those as well.
Well, Casey, if you want to, but we might get kicked off Facebook. You never know. I mean, she's engaged now.
Yes. I'm trying not to laugh. Look, you've started me already. I've been on 3 seconds.
We actually have a competition. Now, this competition was born from the frustrations that we both were, moaning to each other about our perfect pooches, which weren't so perfect on these particular days. And so Mel said, we should ask everyone else to share their frustrations too.
Or pictures.
Or your funnies. I said to John before I came in the office, I said, babe, I need a funny story about Bertie. And he literally went, I haven't got one. And I went, well, what about Bella? And he goes, no. And then I was like, Merlin, we have no funny story.
Oh, I've got plenty.
Yeah. We've got plenty of frustrating ones, though.
Oh my God, yes. Oh my God.
Well, we're going to share with you our frustrating story, and then we're going to tell you how you can win £150 worth of online courses. I know.
How much?
Yeah, I know, because we're just being too generous with you, only because we really want to see what your pooches look like, and, well, not just pooches, though, pets. Whether it's feather, fur, or fluff. It doesn't matter.
You know, if you consider your husband as a pet, we'll take that.
Okay, we're going back to the blow now.
Yes, we are. Stop it. Look, we've been on 7 minutes and already we're in the gutter.
We're in the gutter.
Brilliant.
That's it. This is not COVID. This is laughter. So we've also got we've got a little to-do list for you.
Yes, we have. We've got a really, I say little to-do list. It's not, it's quite a large to-do list, but we're going to talk about things that
have you seen the list?
Yeah, I've seen it.
So that's 1, 1, 1, 2, 3.
What's the 3 ones?
I don't know. I've just realised that. So
it's a small list because there's only 3, and there's actually 5.
Yes,
so
5 things that you can do. 5 suggestions for you during lockdown.
Yes, and we're going to do something as well, which we will ask for your help with. So yeah.
Yes, we are going. Yeah, there's one of the things that. Yeah, I'm not going to give too much away because it's actually quite exciting. And then we've got another thing that we're going to ask you about. We've got lots of things to ask you about. So it's Mel, you haven't seen this either. Shall I show you?
Go on then, because I can see it now. I feel like part of the show and everything now.
Hold on a sec, let me find it. Shall I show you the intro that I made for you?
Yeah, do it.
Okay, right, this is coming up later, guys. Hold on, hold your hats. It's going to be really quick. That was it.
Yeah. Now, when we come back to camera then, I needed like one of those big sets of earmuffs and a microphone because I put something on the other day about Challenge Annika and everybody was like, yes, Mel. Oh, I love that programme.
I used to love it as well. And I saw... what was I watching? It was about, did anyone see that program? It was about Channel 4 programs, and it was during the 80s, 90s, noughties and teens. And it was like 20 teens, and then they were talking about all the best shows, and one of them was Challenge Annika. I'm sure it was that program. And it was talking about Challenge Annika, and I was like, oh yeah. But she was actually on Hunted. So that's where she was saying she likes to be hunted.
She's not aged. That woman has been like cryogenically frozen and re-thawed.
The same as that Numbers. Who's the Numbers woman? Who's like she must. Yeah, she's like.
Oh, she's had a bit of work done though. She has.
Yeah, but you know, she looks good.
She'll look like a badly stuffed cushion when she hits 70.
She is 70.
Oh, Carol Vorderman.
Yeah.
Not a bloody chance.
I think so.
Debbie Bainbridge apparently had her jumps.
Did she? Well, actually, yeah. That's. Who had? Let me know in the comments. Who had one of those shell suits? Like, you know, remember the shell suit? I had a matching one with John.
Oh my God, you're joking. I thought my mum's was bad. She had a shell suit and she wore stilettos with it. Now, these high heels, she had, because she was a barmaid, she had like proper stilettos in every colour. And she used to coordinate them with the shell suits. And my friends used to think she was amazing. I look back now and think, God.
John and I had matching ones.
No, that is, have you got a photo? You must have.
We didn't have cameras back then.
You must have a photo of you and John in the shell suit.
I know. I'll have to find, that would actually be a piece of paper photo.
A Polaroid.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be a Polaroid because we couldn't afford a Polaroid, but it would be a photo that we may not have got developed in the shop.
So it's actually still on that cartridge thing that you got out your camera.
Yeah.
You've not put in your
I remember once we went away just the weekend, this is before we got married, and took some photos, as you do, like proper photos, and we then took them to Boots to get developed, and then I sent John in to pick them up.
There's some censored ones.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. He said, yeah, he said there wasn't any stickers on them, but there were prints. They were printed, and John went in to go pick them up. And I stayed outside the shop. I couldn't go in.
Yeah, I wouldn't have got in.
So,
yeah,
different now. Piece of paper photo.
Everybody said it's brilliant.
Say that again.
How tech.
I know,
piece
right?
of paper photo.
Like as in a non-printed one. Right, okay, so let's talk about our pooches. What?
Do we have to? Do we have to talk about pooches?
No, we decided that our pooches can be either very funny or very frustrating. And this week we have had 2 very frustrating moments with our pooches.
Yes.
Do you want to go first? Because I think I've got a picture here of Nala being rather cute.
Nala Jane, this is Nala being cute, cuddling her bunny. Isn't she beautiful? Look at that. There's Bunny. Well, Nala is frightened of bangs. So sometimes we struggle walking her. And it's only when we walk her up the road, if we take her out in the car and walk her, she's okay, apart from when we went to this reservoir the other day and she really didn't like it because there was gunshots in the background, so we had to come home. But anyway, on 2 days ago, I thought, right, I'm going to walk her. I'm going to do my 5 miles and we're going. She never gives me any trouble. So I decided to put a Julius Canine harness on, the one with the handle.
Yeah.
Thankfully. So you know how all these superstars, they carry their dogs in a bag? And it looks so cute, doesn't it?
It does.
I'm dragging a 24-kilo staffy like a handbag round the corner because she would not walk. She'd like literally dug every appendage into the concrete, and I was pulling her. People were laughing at me. She was ridiculing me. And then somebody had come past and I'd stroke their dog and she'd get a bit jealous and move a bit further. Honestly, so naughty. God. So I picked her up and carried her like a shopping bag. Right? And then she walked 5 miles for me. But the one thing she does do, which is funny, and we think it's funny, so you can be in this vast field, like this huge field, and there'll be one tuft of grass in the middle of it.
Right.
You has to wee on it.
Yes.
She will find the tuft of grass.
Yeah.
And wee on it. So yeah, she's a little shit.
Yeah.
That photo, she's not a shit. She's a very beautiful young lady.
That is a cute photo. Well, I've got, I don't know if you guys have been watching or seeing, I have a series on Instagram stories called Building Bertie. So Bertie is a rescue dog that we have only had for 3 weeks. He is a Spanish hound cross Podenco, and he was very he wasn't fed. He was a skinny little rogue. It's late. And he also, I think, was very badly treated. I mean, he really is petrified of John, and he gets spooked. Now I'm starting to learn to read him. I am his linchpin. Like literally, John was in the kitchen. He was very, very interested in what was happening in the kitchen, but I was reading in the living room. So he was like stood in the doorway, making sure I was still there. Whereas if I was in the kitchen, he'd be in the kitchen. So this one time, this happened twice actually. We were out for a walk and we'd met a group of dogs. He was playing with the dogs. Everything was fine. It was time to go back on the lead. Would he get back on the lead? And so for about an hour, I am kneeling. Now, I have problems already, but I am literally kneeling on the ground, icy ground, with my head in my knees so that he'd come to me so I could grab him, because I just couldn't. But now I have one of those canine sort of harnesses that I can get him, just so I can get him. And actually, he is fine until he's spooked. When he's spooked, he's in this heightened state of arousal. He just won't see me as his security. If we're in the house, he comes to me and I just slip the lead over his head. He's fine. Oh. But it's just the moment he goes, shit, but oh my God, I could hate that dog so much. Like, that's why I'm showing you these photos, because...
Yeah, but look at that big nose on the top one.
I know. And I look at these photos after he's been this way. I seriously wanted to send him back. I haven't paid for him yet. I keep telling him, I haven't paid for you yet.
For a discount, maybe 20%. Potentially.
But it's happened twice. The first time we were absolutely just beside ourselves. The second time it got to, because he's just come back from nights. It's early in the morning. He is desperate to go to bed. He needs a wee. And I'm like, why don't you drive home, go to the toilet, comes back. He says, I'm not leaving you. And then what we did in the end was we just opened the boot of the car and I just went and walked to the car and I went, if you don't get in the fucking car, I'm leaving. And he got in the car. Little shit. So tomorrow John's having to work in another hospital in the day. And I'm like, oh, where do I walk them? Because I've only got one car at the moment. So I'm going to walk them to the bottom of our estate because I know if I can't get him back, he'll follow me. He'll follow me to the ends of the earth. So I'll just walk home.
Yeah.
But you just got to plan this. I've never rescued a dog before. So this is new and scary.
Wow. Nala's a rescue.
I didn't know that.
No, we got her when she was 7 months.
Right. Do you think something happened with noise?
Yeah.
Right.
I think so. Yeah, definitely. Especially when it's kind of fireworks and things like that. And she doesn't like it. Gunshots. Boxing Day, we was having a lovely walk. She heard gunshots and she literally dragged us home. She makes a wicked husky. Do you know if I go up the hill, if there's a hill, it's like, now, can there be a gunshot now? Because she'll pull me right. And obviously we live in Derbyshire, which is, you can't go round a corner without a hill.
Right. Well, I've got, this is Bella.
Oh, Bella.
Who is a gun dog, and she chases gunshots and fireworks and all of that stuff. And the only frustrating thing that she does is every so often she literally turns around to another dog and bites their head off. Luckily, the other day she met one dog who thought, no, Bella, that's not happening, and pinned her down. The owner was like mortified because Bella's this tiny little thing. And we're like, no, let it carry on. She needs to learn her lesson.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. They'll only do it once.
So listen, this is what we want from you guys. In fact, I've got some posters for you because we're organised this way. We have got the Frustrations of a Pet Owner competition where you can win £150 worth of online education from us at Be Inspired Online. That includes one of Mel's edgy mats of your choice and anything you want from Be Inspired Online membership. What you have to do is, I'm going to put a link up in a minute. In fact, I'm probably going to actually see if I can do that now. In fact, I gave you that job, Mel. Here's the link to the album. So this is what you need to do. Is you need to post your photo in the album. Please, please, please be aware that that photo will not be judged by your peers if it's not in the album. We need to find your photo and we'll only look in the album for it. Write a little caption to inspire because we really, really, really want to focus on some of these next show and we'd love to share your stories. And then, now this is the key. Share your photo with your friends. Why do they need to do that, Mel?
Because the one who gets the most votes will win the grand prize.
Yeah.
That's why. So you need to share the picture from the album and ask your friends and family and fellow nail techs and whatever else for a vote. And the one with the most wins.
Yeah. And obviously, whilst you're asking them, just say, please like this page as well. Because obviously, that is why we're doing it. I mean, say
like. Say the ones like.
Yeah. So I literally am so excited by this competition because it's not a nail competition.
No.
It's like the best competition. It's the easiest competition you will ever enter.
Yeah.
Because I know you guys have frustrating stories.
Send them our way, please.
Make us feel better about our dog.
On another note, though, me and Elise on our Aldi trip tonight, we were going along Denby Bottom, and this beautiful old dog, great big lollopy legs like Scooby Doo, ran across the main road. He got no collar on, and he was petrified. And he ran down the side of the car. Elise, the car was still moving. She's getting out. I'm trying to pull over because we were going to try and get hold of him because he was bolting.
Yeah.
And, she couldn't catch up with him. He'd gone, and then I drove a bit further round, and somebody else had took over the chase from Elise, and I don't know what happened, but he was petrified of something. He ran from off the fields.
That's what worries me about Bertie. I panic that will happen, and I just hope that he sees me. As long as I'm there, John won't take him out on his own, because he just won't, and he won't take him off the lead. And when he's on the lead, he's just so submissive and depressed. So he won't do anything. He won't even poo or wee on the lead. So that's the one fear I have. And people say shouldn't let them off the lead, but
if you don't know how are you ever going to get him over that?
We do a lot of training in the house. We've always had springers. We've always had working dogs. We train our dogs, and our dogs are really well behaved. Spoiled? Yes, well behaved. So we do a lot of training, and we do a lot of training in the house. So, I play a lot of games with him with food, and, I am constantly reinforcing the fact that I am the person that he needs to be focused on, even to the extent where he has to look at me before he gets food, anything. If I give him anything, he has to look at me in the eye to get it. Yeah. So, but, it's just... But that frightens me. That does. That poor owner.
Yeah.
The dog. I've just got Ryan says that my cat Peanut loved chasing squirrels. One evening he decided to catch one and oh my God. The most loudest squeezing I've ever heard. You'll never hear anything like it. Tried to catch the thing and put it outside was impossible. Mice are fine, squirrels no thank you. How did a cat catch a squirrel? They're like fast.
Nala caught a baby one. She's always trying to chase him. It was fine because I was devastated. It was only a few weeks ago. I'll tell you what, we'll swap dogs. You have my idiot. Because honest to God. So yeah, she got this baby squirrel and it was squealing, and I've never heard a squeal like it. And I was devastated, and it had its tail over its head, and she was going for it. I'm going, get her off it. But yeah, the squirrel was unharmed, thankfully. But now she's, excuse my French, Billy Big Bollocks. So every time she sees a squirrel, no, she's like that. Oh, yeah, come on, I can get you. Come on. She's terrible.
We go into this real sense of panic when gosh. Okay, right. So oh my gosh, Tracy said her greyhounds are always chasing squirrels. I don't even see any squirrels.
What? We have loads of Sammies up here.
No. That must be a northern thing.
No, we call them Sammies. Sammy squirrel.
Sammies, do you?
Sammies. Yeah.
Why?
We just do. All the toys have got names.
Oh, I thought you meant it was a thing.
No, Sammy squirrel. We go, chase that Sammy. She can't catch it usually till that day.
Oh, I see. Tracy says it's the tree ratio. That's why you've got more squirrels. I think we have more trees.
I think that's tree rats.
Oh. I didn't see the S.
Sorry, Tracy.
Oh my God. Okay, right. So, seriously, they are out in the back garden. Who says that? John. Why are you on my?
How are you typing and speaking and why did
we have squirrels, Sam? Who is that? Is that John? Why are you on my social media? Like, have I got my phone? What the hell? Or is that we do have squirrels. I know we have squirrels. I just don't see why. Okay. Let's move on.
Moving swiftly on before there's a domestic. Here we go. Yeah. Share,
mm,
like the page.
yeah.
And
You'll see if you go onto the album, I put the album link in there. If you go on the album, you'll see the instructions of what to do. And we have some images that will go up over the week and we'll remind you, don't you worry about it. But the deadline for this is the 21st of January when we come back for the next show.
July then.
No, I nearly did. No, I really nearly did.
Right.
That would be a lot. So you better get cracking tonight. Everybody has got pictures of their pooches or pets.
Cats, cockatoos, parrots.
Whatever, cats, yeah.
Mice, squirrels. I mean, who knows?
Fish.
Tarantulas. Yeah, fish. We need fish. That's funny.
How can a fish be frustrating?
Oh, I'm sure you could get a frustrating fish. You know what? If somebody can leave a picture of a frustrating fish, I'd love it.
How? Oh, I couldn't catch the fish in my big net.
No, it could be like, like if you're trying to clean the tank out and you're having to chase and you won't get in the net. That's frustrating. I'd find that really frustrating.
I would be frustrated with your life if that was why you were actually writing in, because that's like, no. I would actually call you out on being particularly boring if you found that frustrating.
Well, you see, I'd find it funny. And I'd give it a name and I'd call it something. Like dogs have zoomies, don't they? Fish would have to have something swimming.
Oh, Malia has a snake. Oh, yes. I want to know your frustrating story with the snake, or a funny one.
Yeah.
Linda's hedgehog.
Oh, Anne-Marie, we had a fish that swam backwards for a while. That would be funny. That would be frustrating and funny at the same time.
Right, okay, so we also have for you tonight a little list of things to do, because during lockdown last time, lockdown 1.0 and maybe 2.5, well, was there a 2?
I don't know how many is this 3?
Yeah.
This is 3, isn't it? Yeah. We're banged up again.
There were so many people on social media and people that I've spoken to that said, I'm not wasting it this time, or I feel so bad because last time I didn't get the things done I wanted to get done, or I didn't realise when I went back to work how much time I could have had. And then we have other people saying,
Whatever.
I didn't do anything, or I
didn't do anything.
You did.
I did not use the first lockdown to do what I should have done, and I do regret it, and I don't want to feel that regret now. So I could have had all my edgy mats done, dusted, finished, completed, and there. No, what I chose to do was get up around 10, have a barbecue at 12, couple of bottles of Prosecco, nap in the afternoon, cook something really high calorie at night, and then stay awake all night because I'd been asleep most of the day. And so I felt crap the next day. And it was only towards the end of the first lockdown that I dug myself out of that hole that I was in, because I was, whether I admit it or not, I was maybe a little bit under the weather mentally, but I don't know. But I didn't.
I think there's a bit of, I think there was an element of depression, because you guys, we were talking about this before. I did a lot during that first lockdown because I had to. My business wasn't shut like yours, but my business relied on your businesses to stay open. So I'm like, shit, I have to pivot like nobody's business. So for me and Ethan, we did a lot of work during that first lockdown, and then it's just sort of, formulated into other things. And I'd see everybody have their little holidays, and I'd be so jealous of you all having your barbecues and things like that. But you guys didn't have something. We did a lot, but you didn't really have something, a need to work on anything,
A lot. I saw it. It was like a holiday. It was like a bit of a break, and I think I've come to lockdown. During lockdown 2, I did work, and I did work all the way through that, and then obviously lockdown 3 now, and I'm kind of now thinking to myself, I can't waste this now. I'm not on holiday. I'm not. There are things that I can be doing, and who knows if I hope to God we don't. But if we have another lockdown, if we have lockdown 4, I want to make sure that I'm future-proofing myself.
Yes.
For any other eventualities this year. And, you know, I do feel bad for not, I did do things. I did the Mel and Sam show, but that's it.
We actually didn't do as much as we should have done.
No.
We could have done.
Or could have done.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I think it's just made me realise that, oh my God, all that time in my life, and what did I do? But then I got to spend time with my family.
Yeah. And I remember you saying that was like so important. And also you did all of that ABC of the lockdown. You cooked, you cleaned, you organized yourself. You just maybe got yourself mentally straight.
Yes. It was good. It was good to spend time with the kids. It was good to be a mum again.
Yeah.
And a wife. And, you know, it was lovely. And I have to say, it's different this time. I'm a mum and a wife, but I'm also working. I'm getting up every day with a purpose and a timetable that I'm trying to stick to.
Well, and that's one of the things on the list. I mean, we've got a few little things that we thought we wanted to share with you that you could do during lockdown. There's a lot of movement about learning through lockdown and training, which a lot of people did. And, you know, I was very fortunate. My business was online education. And now I get to work with even more educators. So it's not just my online education. Now it's everybody else's, which is so cool. For me, it's brilliant because there's no pressure on me to actually do it. I'm just pressuring you to hurry up, Mel, with your next course. So, but... So what we'll talk about your courses and what's happened with those, but one thing that I want to mention, I'm just going to put this little link up in the group. We have decided to actually open up 30 Nails and 30 Day Nails challenge again, the first one, just in case you did miss it. Now, bearing in mind there is a huge discount right now, so you get 25% off anything on Be Inspired Online, but you can actually grab hold of, you can either get yourself on the wait list for the next April 30 Nails in 30 Days, and there's a link to the November one which Mel was part of. So you can actually get yourself onto the wait list so that you're ready for the launch in March. Nothing else is going to happen. We're just going to send you updates about what you can learn, who's going to be teaching you. If you go to this page, you will find out who your educators are. But we are going to open the doors up again for the challenge and the group as well. So you could do the 30 Nails November with Mel and Katie and Lauren and Gwen and Paula and myself, and redo those lessons or do them from start if you've not done them. So we'll keep an eye out on the group for that. So that is really exciting. So that's one thing that you can do. And the reason why 30 Nails in 30 Days is so important or so valuable was that it gives you so many different application methods, so many different educators and the way they teach. And it just broadens your mind to different things, doesn't it?
Yeah, totally. And we are all really different.
We are. Yeah.
Totally different in our teaching. All of us have got our own ways about us, which are all wonderful.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the 30 Nails wait list is live, so you can actually just go and put your name in there and get signed up. But on there is a button to... that button is linked, but you'll be able to find, I'm suddenly like, oh my god, so you'll be able to go back and buy the 30 Nails November with the £25% discount as well, which is brilliant.
And I think well with this, obviously I'm saying this, are all those lessons there?
Yep.
So they've not got to wait for the third, which is like the first lot had to wait.
Yes.
every day.
Yeah.
But now you have those lessons there, so you can pick where you go and what you do.
And one of the things that we wanted to do in this what to do in lockdown is to just give you pointers, and certainly with the 13 hours, for example, or anything that you do, give yourself a project to do every single day. So it's like, with 13 hours and 30 days, you've got 30 lessons. That's great. Give yourself a project to do every day. So it might be that for me, I have to write an email every day, or I have to do some nail art every day, or whatever it might be. I would have one thing to do every day on top of all of the other things. Give yourself something to do every day, and that means that you've got a reason to get up in the morning.
And I don't know about you, Sam, but if I don't do anything, I feel worse sometimes. I always give myself rest days, don't get me wrong. I will have days off like I would normally in my working week. And I've said that to Dave, I still have that time, but I need a purpose.
Yeah.
I need a purpose. I've lost my purpose for the last year, and I need a purpose. Yeah. I need doing something physically, mentally, doing something.
I think I always reward myself with a break. So I'll say, right, I'm having a break on Sunday. I'll deserve that break if I do this, that, and the other. Yeah. So I'll finish this to get that. And that's how I do it. So if you want to finish work at 5, get all of this stuff done. I used to say that to my son as well. If you want to go on the Xbox, I mean, he's 25 now, but if you want to go on the Xbox, you need to get your homework done. Then you can, you can go on guilt-free.
Do your schoolwork, get up in the morning. Bless the young little sausage. He's got himself a paper round. Started yesterday. So he gets up at 7. He does his paper round. He comes back, he does all his lessons, and then he plays on Xbox.
Yeah,
that's the deal.
Yeah, and that he's got a sense of purpose. You're teaching him that
because he's not on holiday.
No, that's it.
And I think it's different for that, the children all ages. I think it's very different. He's 15, so he's in his first year of GCSEs. So for me, it's important for him to do his work.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Well, no, absolutely. I mean, yeah, definitely. I think, but it also, all of this is all about mental as well.
Yeah. Keeping his mind ticking, and
he'll go to bed at night and he'll be like, I've done my paper round, I've done my schoolwork, I've enjoyed the time on my Xbox without mum nagging in my ear. I can relax because I've earned my time. Then the next one is, I was really excited by this. Your results for the edgy mats.
I know.
They're like,
do you know when you think, oh yeah, that's it for a bit, be right, and then I've just gone round the post office with my first lot. And then there's more, and it's like, oh my god. So I've got at this very moment, my daughter is sat out there making up the little bits and bobs boxes for the
cool.
the 3D edgy mats, because they are handmade, and I keep I do tell people this. I produce them myself.
Well, yeah.
I do them all, and everything is what I do. But yeah, there's been loads, and the 3D mat is going like mad at the moment. And I've had a couple of students now that have finished their suitcase, and I know there's quite a lot of people that are in the middle of it. But what they're doing is insane. It just proves that with the mat and the education, it doesn't matter where you think you are, whether you're not ready for or whatever. It can be done because it's there in front of you. Everything is guided. And I think that's what's so appealing about it. It's not kind of following somebody on a screen without anything in front. It's actually all mapped out. It's there.
I had coffee. I have coffee morning with my members every Tuesday morning, and Pauline Blakely, I'm sure that's how you say her surname. She said that she was in the middle of it. She showed me the little suitcase, and I said to her, because you weren't there, I could ask her, like, how is it with the mat? Does it sort of make a difference? Is it helpful? She's like, so, because I know she and 3D, they're not friends, and she's done it. And she
Oh
is
my God,
so
yeah.
pleased. And I think it's just the fact that you have those forms and the sizes there. And I know that you explain things so well that it's
And
just...
I want them to make it theirs. I don't want them to copy mine.
They haven't as well.
No,
They've
I
done it. Hold on.
encourage them to do it their way, but just use my templates.
You've done a little video. I'll put that on. Hold on a sec. Let me just get this little video up, if I can.
Yay!
Oh, shit.
No, stop. Shit. It's gone black. No.
Oh no! Come on now. Rolling ball.
No.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna go and try it again.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. They have. I just love the added things that they've done as well. All the extras, you know.
Oh, do you still, as an educator? This is probably everybody's going to be going, bloody hell, Mel. But I've got tears in my eyes. Honestly, I am so super proud of how it's kind of developing and how the students are developing the idea. For me, I'm just giving you the bare bones and I'm trying to get you to use that. And
yeah. Do you know why that is, though? Do you know why you feel that way?
Why?
Well, because
just because I'm like menopausal or something.
It's because you're a wimp. No, it's because you put through all the time that you were putting that together. You were putting it together with is this going to work? Oh my God, am I being stupid? Oh my God, this is such a good idea, but I don't think people are going to like it. So you have all of these mixed emotions, and then you're birthing this baby and hoping that it makes a difference to people. And then when you see that it does, you're like, oh, it worked. And it's just that edification that you have that your idea was right. And it just proves that when you get that moment of inspiration, follow it, because you are given it. It's like a divine message that you're given, and you're like, okay, well, these ideas don't pop in your head because you're clever. They pop in your head because you have to do them. And you have to do them for other people to be amazing. And you are the conduit to make them amazing. And that's why it's so special.
Hearing people say, you make me want to do mixed media, that is like, what? You know, little me making it, oh God. You know, I mean, I am going to I'm going to put fireworks in something before the end of 21. So I'm going to come up with something really weird. Oh my God. I'm going to do something that's like, yeah.
What's your next one? Can you say?
Oh my gosh, yes, I can. So I've got two. Okay, so I've got character drawing now. This is different. Okay, it's different because you get tools to do it. I can't really say much more. It's a different way of looking at it that will help you get that character down. And there's also 3D. So 3D acrylic, plasticine gel, and composition. We're going to look at gems and kind of placement and all that kind of stuff with the mats, with the guide. All the little 3D designs are all going to be mapped out on there. And there is going to be later on in the year another mixed media, but a little bit more tricky. They're going to get harder.
That's so cool. Yeah, Tracy's so happy. She's like, yay, faces!
No,
because Tracy loves faces. Okay, all right. So the next thing that I'm not gonna talk very long about this because we're gonna run out of time. But she'll have to wait. Sorry, Katie, just 2 seconds. You'll have to wait 10 minutes. We'll get to you in a minute. She's like, move over, I'm here.
It's at bedtime. 9:30's a bedtime.
Oh well, she'll have to get changed in her pajamas and. So the another thing that one thing that you could do during lockdown is perfect your marketing, and I've just put a link up in the feed. There is it was a series that we did in the summer to help you with social media marketing. Now is the time to build a relationship with your clients and get them to understand what you're doing during lockdown and just keep that relationship going, because a lot of you have said, oh well, when I go back there's less clients. You want to keep them nurtured, nice and warm. We always say keep your clients toasty, and you can do that through social media. Yes Cool. So you can get this free 7 video series. There's a link. You can just sign up to that. That's fine. Sarah says Sam was my marketing messiah. Okay, and then we've talked about planning your day. Don't get stuck in complacency. Don't procrastinate. Set yourself a task every single day in order for you to get up. So when I lie in bed in the morning, it's 5:30. I'm like, I don't want to get up because it's cold, and now I have Google, so Google puts the heating on for me while I'm asleep. But I think, what do I have to do today? And that gets me up. That gets me going.
But I think also, if you do have that one day where you really can't be asked, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. Because you obviously need that day to get over whatever you're feeling, and that's good. That's all right.
So the last thing, okay, that I think would be a really good thing for you to do. She didn't know. She says, I'm trying to connect and it's not working. Can you message her and tell her that it's because we're ignoring her call and that we're nearly then. Tell her to hold her horses.
You carry on and I'll message her. Hang on.
The last thing would be to investigate your future. Have a look at something that you've always wanted to try or do. And the reason why I say that is because when you're busy, you are too busy. You think, oh, do you know what? I've always wanted to jump out of an airplane, but I don't know what it involves. Do I need training? I've never wanted to do that. But you think, oh well, I'll look into that later, I'm too busy. I'll look into that later, I'm too busy. Now is the time where you can look into doing something and then find an accountability buddy, which is mine
and
the other one. So Mel, what is it that you've always wanted to do? Oh, hold on, I've got some photos.
Well, I've done kind of this, but never on a grand scale. So people are always telling me that I need to blog my life, because things happen to me and my husband and my children and my dog, and my life is not simple and straightforward. And if anybody's on my personal Facebook, you can scroll back and see all my holiday blogs.
Hello.
And honestly, this stuff is not made up. And everybody's always like, you need to do a blog, a day in the life of your life on what you do,
with the way you say it. You're so funny. Yeah.
And I think I've always wanted to do that, but I don't know where to start. I just don't know. I don't know how to do it and whether I'm doing it right, and should I be including things. I don't want me to just start writing to myself, because that's boring. I want writing to myself. Oh no, I want people to see it and appreciate.
Oh yeah. I
don't kind of want it to just sit there and gather.
No. I know. So I'll help you with that, because I happen to have an author in the family. We put together his blog, so I can do that. That's easy.
Oh, okay.
So that's your lockdown. What's it called?
Challenge. Oh, it's my lockdown task. That's my thing. That's my task. What's your lockdown task, Sam? Because I'm going to be your accountability buddy.
Well, I have always wanted to do this. Apparently, I've wanted to do this even in Colchester when we first got married. I didn't, this wasn't what it was, but I am going to apply to become a community first responder. Because, well, especially since I don't like blood. And the reason why this came about is that, I've always wanted to do dispatcher for ambulance or be an ambulance person, something like that. And so then on Coffee Morning, we had Katie, who's just new to being Inspired Online. She came on Coffee Morning, and her day job is training community first responders. So Tracy and I were like, oh my God, we want to do that. And I had already said to Coffee Morning before in the past that I'd been watching Ambulance and blah, 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 blah. So Kate, because I thought I just wasn't eligible, and Katie's like, yes, you are. Anybody can do it. So I'm waiting on a call. So I've already started, and I'm lucky I've got friends. Well, my husband has. So I'm waiting on a call from somebody who I don't know, hook me up. I cannot find out how to apply. I've tried. Oh. So somebody's called somebody else, and I'm waiting.
Well, I can't help you with that, but I can make sure that you do as you are told and get it finished. Not a half-assed community first responder. I'm not having a friend. I don't want to introduce you as this is Sam. She kind of became a community half responder, but no.
I hope I can do it. I do hope I can do it, but I figured I could do something of it.
I want to brag about you, so I want to tell everybody that my friend's a community first responder. So if you could just hurry up, please, and get it done.
Charlotte says I'll stop traffic with my red hair. So that's fine. That'll be enough.
No, they'll see you coming. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Will I get a car?
Oh my God, now you're pushing it now.
Okay, all right. So I think we ought to let Katie in.
Yeah, she was worried about the fact it wasn't working. I said, no, we're just not letting you in.
No, hold on. Let me just say hello to Katie, and let's move over to Katie. Katie, am I putting you on guest on the right? Oh, hello. How are you? Let me just get rid of guest number 2. There we are.
Oh, she's so beautiful.
Sorry, Katie. We were ignoring you. You were ringing, and I muted you.
I think I can't hear you, Katie B. Can we?
I'm on.
Yeah.
Hello.
I didn't do anything then. It was all you.
Sam Biddle.
We're so sorry to keep you from your bed, Katie.
We won't keep you long.
Promise.
So we look. I just to say that I have got your KB Glow, but I realised when I set it up behind me, because it doesn't normally live there, that no one will be able to see it anyway because I'm literally a sliver.
And Katie, I'm going to tell you, because if you'll watch it back and you'll see it. Do you know what she called it earlier?
What?
A KB blow. And I said, no.
No, it's not a blow.
Not a blow.
I'd just like to ask why you weren't watching earlier.
She was doing her hair.
Oh.
Me?
There's a mobile, you can just put your mobile phone on while you're doing your hair. I listen to my book.
I've done my hair because she saw me yesterday.
Oh.
And it didn't look like this.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You can join the club.
I wish I can't see. Yeah.
That's it. In the middle. Where are you? There we are. So just so that we don't keep you too long, congratulations also on this amazing machine of engineering that you have done. Tell us about it and why. I'd like to know why you have created it.
Hang on. I can't work out which way I'm meant to go. That way. So it's like the opposite. So this was created in lockdown 1. So I have to suddenly come home, teach from home, do seminars. Pro Beauty asked me to do a seminar for them, or like a live demo nail tutorial, which suddenly I needed to do in the dining room on a brown dining table. And it just, what was I going to do? So Andy constructed this cardboard box and coat hanger thing, which is now really wonky, and then with just white paper on the bottom, cut out these like holes in the top for me to, because I needed whatever medium they were using, I could only use my phone as well, so I couldn't use a webcam, so I needed something for my phone. It had these holes in to sit down and work, and then it worked. So then he got some foam board to make a slightly more robust version of it, and then that worked. And then we thought, hang on, this could actually be really useful for many other texts as well. It just made the teaching like so much easier by having it overhead and then light, and then it developed to what it is now.
How did you, I mean, I know what it's like when you're launching something and you're, especially during lockdown, and you're thinking, this is not going fast enough for me because people are needing it now. And I did know about this before because we were talking about it. And then every time I was doing nail art at night, I'm trying to hide what I had because I didn't want people to buy what I had because I knew what was coming. And it was so frustrating. And people going, what are you using? And I'm like, nothing, wait. Wait. It was like, this was taking too long. And I kept saying, will you hurry up with it? So
you did. You kept messaging me. Where's it coming? Where's it coming?
I'm so excited. I've got nail art at night next Thursday. Just in case you're watching 7:30, if you want to join me at nail art at night, I'm going to use it. I'm going to stick it up here. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be really good.
Good. It is so good. And it's great for taking pictures as well. I'm going to re-photograph all of my work.
Yes.
The light, I put some photos on the other day. I didn't even have to touch anything. Nothing.
Your New Year's ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't. I took it on my phone, and I didn't. Normally, I have to go and brighten it, or change it a little. Change the settings a little bit to make it a bit brighter, but nothing. I just took it with my iPhone and it was there.
On a few, I'll just do like a very minor little.
I was all my photos, I decided to take them underneath the lamp. It's actually up, whereas the other contraptions that I've got, and I have many, I've left. They're always put away because they just look so unsightly. Yeah. But this just looks great. It's like it's just there all the time. It's white, which means it blends in, and it just sits. I've got a home for it. It just sits. It's great. It's really good.
It's really good for people like me who are shocking at filming themselves, and they've got like 500 contraptions down here and 30,000 it's kind of all over the place. And because of my eyes, my bad eyes, I get to a point where I have to do something really close up, and then I forget that the camera's there and I move. But what I found when I was filming myself do the New Year's nails the other day, it was close enough to me that I never went out of shot. Anyway, I could actually have it, and as long as and it was there, and I could do it, and the light was perfect all the way through. Honestly, Katie, you know how I feel about this one. You're a genius, a living genius. So, it is what we're looking for.
What is it? What's it for? It's for filming and for taking photos. Any nail tech will benefit from having this.
Yeah, so purpose of us creating it was for the filming, but then we also developed it because everyone knows I love a multi-product, that you can also then take your photos in it. So it's not, because I've got loads of light boxes, the fold up ones that you get. The problem is they're not ever big enough they're not big enough for my tool range boxes. Then I end up having to not do it on that and then do it just on a white background, and then have this big sheet at the background and then edit it, and then just so much editing, then just try and get the white to actually look white. So it's great for the photos. So those other light boxes, and you can't get a hand in.
No,
So,
that's the amazing thing.
Yeah,
because you have to know you have to go down from the top, don't you?
Yeah,
You have to try.
I have to do something with a shoot and that, and I couldn't. Yeah, my hand in, and then I had a photographer coming from the other way, and it just it didn't work very well. It's just a bit of a pain. So to get the hands in, so you can film tutorials on a live model, because it's like almost like a tunnel in a sense, like that. And have like a live operator working on a model, or you can do your customer photos on it as well.
And you've got the legs as well, so you can have it hired to do beauty.
Have you used it for lashes or anything yet, Mel?
I am filming my beauty courses on it. It will be used. In fact, I'm going with Elise next week, and we're going to be doing that. So it's perfect for facials.
These are courses, they'll all be on Be Inspired Online.
You did ones.
Yes.
They will. It's just an easy way. I'm going to try and do a mani-pedi. Well, I'm going to try and do a pedi.
Yes, I about that. So I know about pedi.
I'm going to have a little go this weekend and see if I can film a pedi and see how that goes.
The light,
brilliant.
The lights inside as well are they're a good light. It's not too much, and there's no reflection as well on because they are all the way around the outside. There is nothing on the actual nails. So I took photos. I tested it. So I took photos from the front and from the top as well, just to see how the lights would be. And it definitely is really good, because you don't get the ring light look on the photos and any reflection on the nails themselves. So it's very good.
And also that base plate is matte, so
you don't get the reflection.
So one thing that I did Mel ask you to come up with 3 top tips to taking.
Oh, did you? Did Mel? Yes,
I did. I remember.
No, I think Sam might have. No, she did. I thought Sam might have as well.
Did you? I just thought it would be really cool, because it obviously this is brilliant, and there's not really anything you need to do other than take the photo with this. But there are nail technicians. This is the time where you want to market your stuff and take photos of all the stuff that you've done before in the past, and maybe film. But Katie is going to do an amazing course for Be Inspired Online, aren't you, Katie? During this lockdown. Yes, but she's going to share with you some tips for taking photos or filming.
Yeah. So one of the main things with that is lighting. So lighting is a really important part of taking photos and filming. So there's a couple of different things that you need to be looking for with light. So it's the kind of light that you're looking for. So there's so many out there, and each one's different. And as nail technicians, we don't necessarily know why exactly a particular light might be beneficial to us. So what you want to do is, ideally, photographing the kind of thing we do on any subject, natural light is what you ideally want. However, it's quite hard to get natural light. If we have that, we end up, let's say it's the summer, it's really sunny, that's then too light, and you get too much reflection then on the nails, so it doesn't work that way. Now, when you look at a light bulb, you get different colours. So you get the yellowy ones, and then you get the really blue, clubby blue kind of look. And what that is measured, the colour temperature that is, and that's measured in kelvins. So what you want to aim for, so 6,000 to 6,200 is natural daylight, mimics natural daylight. Go above that, you start getting blue. and then like your 5,000 and below, that's when you get the yellowy tone. And with that yellowy tone, I find you really see that on the nails, and it can make the skin look quite dull, and it's not the most flattering light. The most flattering light is the natural light.
Yeah.
So it brings out the natural light, also brings out the true color, because sometimes, how many times do you do a set of nails, especially glitters, chromes and things like that, you take a photo and it looks nothing like what it actually is.
Mm-hmm.
So by having a light that then mimics that natural sunlight, that natural light, you will get the best true tone picture. So the lighting is really important. Something Sam mentioned as well is about ring lights. So on their own, they're not the best because they don't provide enough light. The main issue with those is because of it being a circular, it can then add weight to your nail, and because it's in a circle, and that goes with any circle lights. I always recommend straight ones because it's going to give you more of a straight line. It does tend to then sit on the areas that are maybe a little bit higher and add a bit of weight to the nails. But with that goes on to my second tip, which is angles. So with that, it's angles of filming, angles of taking your photographs. So something Sam was saying earlier about taking the photos, she's got the nails in the center. She tried, taking a photo from the front bit and on the top. Different angles like that will give you different looks for different kinds of nails. So for example, when I take product pictures, some I take them from the front view, some I take them from an overhead view, because it depends what I want to achieve. And again, different hand poses will be more flattering to some customers than others. So it's the same with your angles. And what you want to do is you want to get the light to be hitting the right point that you want to highlight. So if you look at like any object that's nearby to you, you will see it has a higher point, so the bit that sticks out more, and you will always get some light sticking on that part, because that's the highest point, and that's just, if we have any kind of lights on, you will always naturally get that. Now, we don't want that to be in certain areas of the nail, because this is when it can then make it a little bit more bulky and make your nails look wider. So what you want to do is you want to be angling either your camera or the hands or your nail tips to capture the most flattering angle for those two things. And that will be different for different customers, for different nail designs, and it will change. So you'll need to have a play around and look through the camera to see what works. And sometimes it is just not, having it straight on like that. And if you didn't want the light to be catching the nails or the top, for example, you would just angle it down slightly, because then this is then going to be catching it. So I think the angles are really important. That goes the same with filming, I think, as well, because you need to get the angles right when you're filming to capture what you need to achieve. So an overhead view is generally really good, because for what we do, we're hands-on. But with that, if you are filming tutorials, you need to be aware of your hands. So if you're doing something where you're working like this and then you put your hand up, what you don't want to do is your hand is then in the way of the camera. Mm-hmm. So you might then need to just work in an odd way. It wouldn't be your comfortable way, but you might just need to turn the way that you look, check it in the camera and see it's working, and again, to work with that angle that someone then is able to still see. And I forgot my third one now.
I thought that was it.
Yeah, that was your third one. Angles.
No, angles and lighting.
Oh, okay, that was it too.
Clean work surface.
Oh, clean. Yeah.
So no clutter, clean work surfaces, which again, the overhead view is great for, because if it's at an angle, you tend to get the rest of your table, or maybe if stuff's in the background, especially like at the moment we're working from home. So you're going to be in your dining room, your coffee table.
Okay.
Sorry. I thought Bertie would be like brilliant, because he's not a Springer, and so, but he molts. So I'm just saying. So yeah, I've got dog hair. Sorry, Katie. The one thing that I do like about this is that you've got that extra little support for the iPad, so that you can see. You've got a screen to see what you are looking at or filming, so you're not constantly like trying to sit over the top of it.
I can tell you a story about that.
Go on.
I'm still trying to figure out. You what, darling?
Why is it important that you can see what you're doing when you're filming?
Well, if you can't see what you're doing, generally what happens is you go out of shot all the time.
And then you end up having the whole thing.
And then you have to end up refilming like an entire 3D segment that took about 9 hours to start with. You have to refilm the whole thing. So it's really worth staying in shot. And like I always do. I mean, come on, let's be fair.
That's it. It's only that other person that did that you can pass that story on. I actually have a cable that I have a monitor, but I do a lot of filming, and I'm like, before any of these I was filming with proper webcams with proper cameras. I don't even use the cameras anymore because mobile phones are so fantastic now, but I now plug my mobile phone into my monitor, so I have my monitor always. So I probably would not use the iPad unless I'm watching a program. Yes, I do though. So
Laura Peters put on Facebook, on Instagram, she's just tagged me in it this evening that she's doing her nails. So she's doing Netflix and nails. So she's got Bridgerton on the iPad and she's doing nails underneath.
Mine is Game of Thrones, and I remember once one of my 30 nails videos I had to re-edit because all you could hear was do 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 do, because I'm filming everything and then I forget to catch the audio.
I thought you got me into watching stuff when I was doing. I always used to only listen to music, but you got me into watching series. You told me to watch a particular one or something when I was doing.
I know. I used to watch it, and then when I was filming, I because I used my monitor as my TV, I can't watch things anymore. Now I could, but then I started listening to books, and then Ethan started editing my videos, so I had to stop listening to the books because I didn't want him to listen to the books because it might not be appropriate. So I just have to sit in silence now.
No, put a film on. Honestly, Tin Star. I was watching yesterday. Very good.
Is it?
Yeah,
right.
Very good.
So, oh my gosh, I'm enraptured with you, Katie, and I didn't put your link up. Sorry, hold on a sec. I'm just going to put Katie's link in.
Important questions there.
Yeah, I'm just going to put Katie's link up on the screen. Oh no, I already had it up. So that you can just go, because Katie's actual link to her KB Glow is really long, so just go to her academy, go to shop and type in the search KB Glow and it will just come up, because you need to sort out your URL for that page. It's like ridiculous. It's like that long on its side. It's a long one, so yeah. So has anyone got any questions
for Katie? Could be anything.
Charlotte says she bought a white box from eBay and it was a waste of money.
Yeah, total.
I think I've got the same white box. I think I never even used it because it was just
probably clips and
So Jack says I tried to put my Hawaii tablet on the stand and it's too small. You can put, if you put a bar, like a little thing across, so you've got the stand and then you put, oh wait, is the stand too small or your tablet? It must be, the stand's big enough. I think if you put something along...
It's an iPad mini, so I mean it must be really small. But you can just use it will sit in like just one of, because you could have your phone in just one of the little legs. Yeah. So it'd be able to just balance on just one of them.
Or just put a thing across that you've got a little gap for your tablet to go in, just put like a doweling, that's the word, across, and then you can sit it on. It's like a little ledge. Oh, the tablet's too small. Do you ship to the USA, Amanda says?
Yes. Select DHL.
Cool.
There we go.
You can get it. You've got distributors there, haven't you?
Not in America.
Yet.
There are inquiries. So there may be a US distributor, but there is not one yet.
You can, and there's a pre-order at the moment because you sold out of the first lot.
Because I thought I'd sell 10 of them, and I did not.
I did not.
Which is fantastic.
We can sell maybe 10, and and this stock will last me for a year. It lasts me 2 weeks.
So you can actually pre-order.
Very short small order, but a very short pre-order. But yes, it's on the list.
Brilliant. Has anyone got any other questions before Katie goes to bed? Amanda says, if you need one, let me know. Distributor.
Amanda.
Have I got any questions? I don't think so.
I want to know how she's still awake. Because right about now, we're sharing a hotel bed, which we used to do before all this lockdown malarkey came. You know, Katie and I used to frequent a hotel together a lot. She'd be in bed now, and I'd have to prod her to make sure she was still alive. When she goes to sleep, she's so still and peaceful and calm. So calm, in fact.
Snore and fidget.
Yes, they love puffs. They're not snores. They love puffs.
Okay, all right. Well, we better let you go then.
Well, it's nearly your bedtime too, Sam.
It is nearly my bedtime. I'm looking at my eyes getting redder and redder. But we do have a couple of things to ask our audience before you guys all go. So don't go because we've got some things to ask you.
You do have one more question. We've just had one pop up. How do you film and watch on another screen? Sorry, if that seems a silly question.
It's not. No, it's not a silly question.
So you need to screen mirror, which really annoyingly, the Apple devices don't seem to work iPhone to iPad. It only tends to work to a TV, which is really quite annoying. You need to get a third-party app. So providing you have got a like an up-to-date iPad, doesn't need to be really new, but a slightly newer one. There's one called is a Power Mirror. There's another called Ecast that you can use. You can even FaceTime yourself. Do you use any, Sam?
Yeah, I'm just looking for it now and I can't remember what it's called. Clear Cam.
The reason why I can't get my screen to mirror. So I know what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go to
You're trying to do it Apple to Apple. Yeah, I just it doesn't work. It only seems to work to like a TV.
Yeah. Okay.
So you could screen mirror it to an Apple TV, but it doesn't seem to work, annoyingly. No. But yeah, for a last minute thing or something, FaceTime yourself. The only thing is it goes portrait, but it does. Mine is
Clean Feed I've got, which is actually for when you do live. But you can do that. It will mirror as well to the iPad, so you can use that. But these are paid for. I don't know about yours.
So Ecast is free, and that's what it's called. Sorry, A Power Mirror.
A Power Mirror. Okay.
And it's if you actually just Google screen mirror iPad to iPhone, it comes up with a lot of suggested apps, and there's a really good. It's actually the #1 hit. It's a YouTube tutorial, and it shows you how to do it, and it's really easy to do. That's that Acast.
And then Elaine says she's just got the new iPad Pro. Congratulations. So Charlotte says, do you have any good recommendations for backgrounds, as I can't get to a studio for photography? So what kind of backgrounds is this? Like personally I use their crafting that literally is a book of different coloured backgrounds for my nail art, but I don't know what you mean. I just use paper.
Yeah, I only ever use, I wonder if she means like, because I know a lot of people take pictures on sparkly backgrounds, and I'm white. My paper is white or black.
I'll show you what.
I think it attracts.
Plain.
Yeah, nice plain one.
Highlights your nails as the focal point if it's plain white or black.
I was always an advocate for that, but on social media, obviously I've tested this out a little bit. The posts that have a background that makes that's in line with what you're doing. So please don't just put it on a glitter background just because it's a glitter background. But if, for instance, you've got, I don't know, a polka dot one, and you use a background like this, they actually get more. They get more views, weirdly. And I think it's because it stands out. Whereas if you're looking on social media, I mean, I'm just coming from a marketing background now, but when you're scrolling through social media, you've got these tiny little nails that aren't going to stand out. But if you have a picture that is, I don't know, it might be a white background with gems on, or with glitter, or if you've got a picture with a background and the nails, then it sort of stops the scroll. So I agree, white is always better, but annoyingly, these backgrounds are quite handy. So I've done these backgrounds.
Social media posts, people post with emojis get more likes. I hate that.
Yeah, I know. I understand. I get it, because we're coming from a creative point of view and we want our work to look our best. I'm always all for white, and I don't like clutter at all. But I will tell you, my posts get more, the insights are a lot better with a noisy background, which is really annoying.
I'm going to test that out next week.
Test it. Let me know.
That's what's happening.
There you go.
I'm going to check out the Sunday Sport. I'm sure we've got one somewhere. Took me a while, that, didn't it?
Tracy says, I use Canva and put a background on behind there. That's cool. You can do that. They've got that's really
similar things to what you just showed, actually. Yeah, you can also. They've now got a fairly new thing, haven't they, where you can.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. On my YouTube channel, that's what I've used on my nails. So I had them on one of my pictures, and I used the remover to take them off. It's really good.
Photoshop, because Photoshop's that little bit more precise, and you have to really you press the button and it generally does it for you. And if it takes a bit too much, you can pop it back in.
Yeah, it's very good. Right, so Rochelle says, I'm also testing out that busy background. Let me know, guys, what you think. Okay, let me just say, not busy background. No. Choose a background. What I'll do in a minute is, like this one, for example, that is a background that if you had stripes on your nails, you would use something like that. Please don't just put it on any old background. Like, don't put a stripy nail on something like this.
Oh no!
It just would. Oh no! So I'm going to see if I can drag a photo over that. So for instance, this one. Can you see that? So that is literally, that's just on a piece of material, but it's a glitter nails, and then the background. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. And this one here, it's like a really subtle background, but it's not white. And even this one here. So you can see that the background is Sam's Pussies. Just makes it pop. So that's what I'm and also this one here actually is quite handy. I've used a heart, and it's just that you see how the background stops the people scrolling and they're like, what the fuck is that? And then they'll see, oh well, look, it's nails.
What is that?
Sorry, Facebook.
It's not.
All right. Oh no, we're not. I'm not. I was listening to the news today, and Facebook have banned Trump indefinitely. And I'm like, Well, but I bet you if I'd have said all this stuff way, way before, I would have been banned ages ago. So,
You'd have been cold.
cool.
That's it.
Right.
Cool.
I don't think we've got any more. I'm testing out the. I don't think we've got any more questions for you.
Bedtime.
Jack, it's about 2 mil too small. Tell me about it, Jack. Terrible.
Yeah.
I'm just going to leave. I'm going to drop that.
Yes.
Because obviously we started in the gutter, so we may as well finish.
Yeah, that's it. Right. Okay. So, are you desperate to leave, Katie?
I'm all right.
She's not. You know that look in her eye. She's like, ah.
Right. Okay. Well, we have to ask our wonderful viewers to challenge Mel. Now we're going to do these challenges throughout the year, and there'll be a challenge Sam, and then there'll be a challenge Mel. We won't be doing them at the same time because.
And I'm not. So that's it. Don't think that I'm going to be running about, because I'm not. There we are.
So we're looking for you to tell Mel what you want her to do as nail art. Anything goes. Anything goes.
Mixed media, mini box, whatever it is, give me some of the most obscure or wondrous things that you can, and I will have that piece filmed and ready for you on the 21st of January, because I've got nowhere to go.
Yeah, she will. So on the next show, not only will we be announcing the winner of our frustrating pets competition, you will also get to watch Mel. What to see Mel? Mel do a Sam and John in the shell suit 3D.
You missed that conversation. Katie, did you have a shell suit?
No.
Well, she's a bit young for shell suit, isn't she?
Yes.
You had what? Popper trousers?
Yeah.
Elisa's got some, mate. They've all come back in these poppy trousers. I said, if somebody rips them and a foo comes out, it's not very good, is it? It's not.
Tortoise shell. Anne-Marie, I had a meeting yesterday with the 30 Nails in 30 Days educators. You better sign up to the mailing list, to the wait list for that. So, you know, that's just like, what is the news? Tortoise shell.
Tortoise. Oh, got you.
30 Nails, 30 Days, April. Yeah. Sorry.
I'm looking forward to that one.
It's going to be good.
It will be.
We've got, shall I say?
Shop front. Mixed media jewellery shop front window. Gosh, that's a big mouthful.
Portrait of Sam.
What was that?
A portrait of Sam.
No. We don't do portraits, Katie. You know why we don't do portraits? Why don't we do portraits?
Yeah, Sam big.
Right, okay, bye. Don't be mean, because I'm in charge of the buttons. And I've got this big red button with a cross in it, which could kill you.
Don't press the button.
Okay, yeah, you need, so far we've got the jewellery shop. We've got Sam and John in a shell suit.
Shell suits. Melanie Lewin did the naked Santa and Mrs. Santa I sent you. Naked Santa and Mrs. Santa.
Channing Tatum.
I remember those, yes. So I get sent all sorts in my inbox daily. Naked things. Channing Tatum. Oh.
You could do Nala and a squirrel. With the squirrel on Nala's back going, I got you this time.
You horrible pooch. Cake shop. Everyone loves a cake shop.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Well, you could
keep them coming and we'll decide tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night?
Yeah, because you'll get people rewatching.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, are we meeting up tomorrow night? No.
No, Dawn. No. I've got a date with a hairy biker.
Huh?
Recipe.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So we'll say goodbye to Katie. Katie, thank you so much.
Love you.
We'll see you again, no doubt. Good luck with KB Glow. Thank you so much for doing it and bringing it out and sharing. And I'm looking forward to the new course.
Yes. Yeah.
How to film effectively.
Yeah.
Or not, in Melanie's case.
I'll see you later. See you later, Katie.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, sweetie.
Okay, she's gone. Oh, so we're gonna go in a minute as well. We've got one more thing to do on our list. We've got two more things.
Yes, we have.
We've got call out for confessions. So we want your confessions. And I know that there was one person on our show last year, because it was last year, who said, "Oh, I've got so many confessions," and we're like, "Send them over," but she never did. So
and you don't care how funny, how gross, how honestly, there's been some corkers, and to be honest, the more outlandish, the better.
Yeah, for sure. And even if you've just sent us like 4 lines, we will make
Elaborate.
it into, we will make it. We got sent 3, didn't we? That was all very similar, so we put them all in one story.
And made it a really good one.
We made it a really good one. So yeah, absolutely send us your confessions. We actually don't know. It's completely anonymous, and Ethan gets sent them, so send them to ethan@beinspired.online, and he then decides who gets them, who gets to read them out. I know, so send them over.
Yeah, he sends them, and it's kind of one of those moments, isn't it, where you're waiting for it to drop in your inbox, wondering if you've got a goodie or how good you can make it.
Sometimes I wish I had not read it before the live, because
then you wouldn't be able to elaborate, would you?
No, that's true. Yeah, that's true. So we don't tell each other, so our reactions are completely unique. So yeah, definitely would like your confessions. And then the other thing you might see hit your inbox if you have signed up to our newsletter, or my newsletter, is it started today. It's called Sam's Secrets, and we are gonna this year build a book. And ages ago, there was a lady in the industry, she has sadly passed, called Vicky Peters. And when I was training to be a nail technician, she used to have blog posts, but they were before blog posts. And she would have, it's called the Peters Perspective, and it literally was just a bit of verbiage on greenies, or I don't know, something. There was no real internet back then. Well, there was internet, but there was no social media. So, and I printed them all out, and I made a folder. And I remember that actually helped me so much before I even knew there were nail magazines. So I want to do something similar for you guys this year. So it's 52 pages covering nails, confidence, business, and marketing. So there's 4 chapters, and we'll send you the chapter sort of what they call barriers. What are they called? Binders. No, what are they called?
Binder, folder. Give us a clue.
The partitioner thing.
Dividers.
We'll
Polly pockets.
No, we won't send you those. We'll so you can print out the divider. So we'll send all that over to you. I started a folder for this today. So she's got the first one. Let me just pop the link up. If you have already got, you'll automatically, that's not the link. Hold on, that's not the link. I can't see because I've got no glasses on. Here we go. If you already have, if you're already on my mailing list now, you do not need to go on the mailing list again. But if you, otherwise you'll end up with 2 emails, and you don't want that. But if you are not on our mailing list at all and you just want to get the Sam Secrets, you can. And this will just be, it will end up being a whole book. I called it Sam Secrets mainly because these are just bits of things that I do that makes my business what it is. And I want to share that with you, whether it is swipe files for 3 posts to post on social media, or whether it is something that you can do for your business. I don't know whether it's I don't know. I do know because I've written them, but I can't remember because it's late now.
Not to go blah, 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 blah.
I just like, okay, so just sign up. So that's it.
Just Charlotte, bless her. She says the hairy biker, is that your razor, Mel? She's put, that's a joke, by the way, Mel, not a dig. I'm not nasty, honestly. You'd have to say a lot worse to me, Charlotte.
Charlotte, I had a waxing appointment on Tuesday. And we went into lockdown on Monday. Now, I missed my last waxing appointment at the beginning before Christmas because I had, what's it called? Shingles. And my nerves were on end and I just couldn't bear to be waxed. So I missed it. So I am now probably 10 weeks hairy.
It's virtually thatched.
I can't even find my fanny, to be honest with you. I'm going to have to get the scissors out.
And a mirror.
And a mirror, yeah. I'm going to have to get the scissors out and trim. It's that bad. Like, I am actually going to have to pull out the iMac.
Oh, my God.
I know. Because I can't cope. It's
Get
bad.
it done. I mean, I know it's winter, but...
But I was literally, I said to John, I'm so excited for my wax appointment. Who says that? And then he goes on nights, and I had a meeting on Monday night. So it was like in America. So I was online when the whole shit show of lockdown happened. And he literally texted me and goes, I guess you're not waxing tomorrow. And we're like, what? And he goes,
I think it was you to me. I've been on the phone. What have I missed?
Yeah.
What have I missed? Hello, whole nation's been locked down.
I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. So yeah.
Oh, Sam, the only thing I can suggest is plucking.
Well, I can pluck my chin.
I've got one here. I call it my witch's hair.
Yeah, I've got one. I have one of those. I love it. When I find it, I'm like, yes.
But I don't like it when it's short and I'm not in. Because as soon as I feel it, I need to get the tweezers on it.
I've got tweezers by my bedside table. Because that's when I find it. When I'm reading my book and I'm like, whoa. And I can't be asked to get up. So I have tweezers on my bedside table with a little mirror. I know, because I'm a lazy cow.
My kids nick my tweezers. That's why I'm so hairy. Because I can never find the tweezers.
I did consider if I would possibly be able to tweezer my fanny, but it's just too much. There's too many. I thought I just can't cope with I'm going to have to trim it. And then it's just going to be a buzz cut. I can't.
Why don't you like dead artistic? Why don't you fashion yourself something?
Poodle.
I don't know. But yeah.
Because it's that long. It's that long. Yeah, no. I have only one pair, Elise says.
That's my daughter. I've only got one pair. I think that is the pair.
The pair. Charlotte says, I need ZZ Top before the hairy bikers can start on mine. Bejazzle! I could possibly plait it and put.
I was going to say you could like dreadlocks, maybe cornrows.
Oh my God! No, it's not comb over. You don't know. It's a serious. And listen, I'll tell you now. When you get to my age, you actually don't grow that much hair down there anymore. So This is hairy. Like I've missed.
And they're all on my thighs.
I had 6 weeks before the appointment in December. then I missed that appointment. So then I've got this from December through to now. It's a lot. I wonder if John will actually just like.
Somebody suggested I fashion a fanny for you for my challenge. A mullet. Yes, Al.
So I won't show you photos, but it will get done this weekend.
Yeah, and I'll, you know, I'll make her share photos.
No, don't
If we may as well go in style.
Yeah, that's true. No, we can't. We've got to be back. I've got things to do.
And don't forget, don't forget to grit your teeth. Take 2 paracetamol 2 hours before. Whatever you do, I'd get some wax strips, Sam. Do it yourself. What about John? He
is actually a qualified beautician.
So get some Veet.
That was like 20 years ago, 10 years ago. I would probably get Veet. No, wait, what's Veet? No, the Imac.
Cream. Yeah. It's the cream.
I'll do that. I think I'll do that.
Just make sure you don't get an itchy rash.
Yeah, don't leave it on too long. Okay, so the fire fanny. I did. I have. Okay, so that's it. Don't forget, you've got the frustrated pets, frustrated and funny pets competition. You have 25% off anything on Be Inspired online, including the new or the last 30 Nails in 30 Days challenge, and any of Mel's Edgy Mats, which are a storming success. We need to keep her busy.
Yes, please. And don't forget as well, we need your confessions. And I also need a challenge, please. Something that I could create, mixed media, mini mixed media box, or something that I can create. Put them all in the comments and I will pick the best one tomorrow. Or I'm going to get Sam to pick the best one tomorrow evening.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that's a good... No, wait, does that mean that you will pick up mine?
Yeah. That makes you change your mind, hasn't it? You have to remind you, Starbucks cups.
I like the idea of the jewelry shop. I love that idea. That was that, or the cake shop. But both of those I like, or maybe a Great British Bake Off sort of thing.
Oh, Bake Off! I like that.
Nice. You could have a chef making the cakes.
Okay.
Or not even the chef, just making the cakes.
When's the next show?
We are going to be back on the 21st of January. That's in 2 weeks' time. Yes, we are actually going to be more regular. And I promise we'll still try and endeavour to be an hour, which is...
And don't be sitting there going, yeah, I'll be there if I can. We know you're not doing anything at the moment.
Yeah.
We know you're going to be free because Boris has told us.
That's it. Take us to bed. We'll come to bed with you. Put your earphones in, let your husband snore, and then watch us.
Yeah, because that's not weird at all. Watching.
I actually had, because I used to have videos before online education. And so then when I went to go and train in America, I had a husband come with his wife to listen to me outside of the room. And his wife was saying that he used to love listening to my videos. So she was able to play my videos all the time at night in bed, and he would listen to my videos. Now that's weird.
She's subsequently... I can see where he's coming from, because you've got this lovely... I'm like a juggernaut, and you're like a classic Bentley. Honestly, you sound so lovely when you...
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Did you see my Insta the other day? This is just how badly I speak. I think it was Mariah from America said she was laughing at me so hard she had to keep playing it back because I kept saying ballerina. And she said it sounded like I was saying butt or something. I've listened to it 40 times and I can't hear it. I think she's having a minute.
I like your accent. I love the way you speak. I think it's no, I do, and I think because you speak when you write that funny blog post that you write, I hear your accent. I hear you speak through it, and I like it. I think it's good, and it's characterful.
Well, we'll see what happens then. You just have to tell me where to post it.
Yeah, we'll build a blog for you.
Oh, great! You're so good. You're so good to me.
It's easy. Okay, we are going to go.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody noticed earlier, I popped a pill in and I totally forgot it was on camera. Just to clarify, it wasn't an ecstasy.
I didn't even notice you did it.
Yeah, it was sleight of hand. I'm like, it's what we call my sleepy pill. Because I don't sleep very well, struggle with insomnia. So I have like a 1 a night tablet sometimes, just like the Nitol. And Dave sent me a reminder to take my nanite pill. So I'm now starting to kind of go.
It's not that we're boring you or anything.
No, I'm starting to think.
I'm concerned that I think I need to change my. I keep looking at myself thinking, shit, my eyeballs are red. Can you see? But that's tiredness and contact lenses, I think.
No, they do look a bit red, honey.
Yeah. So yours are all right. You're looking glazed.
Yeah.
Nicely glazed.
Nicely glazed. Exactly. If I can't have a Prosecco, something needs to make me glaze. Put my skin back on.
Okay. All right. We'll say good night and we'll see you 21st or at 8:30. But if you have any more of we've just done a reminder, so we're not going to do a reminder. Don't forget that I'm live next week. It's my husband now. My husband's like, are you not finished yet? Next week at Nail Art at Night at 7:30. I will be live doing some nail art for you.
And I'm posting edgy mats tomorrow, so get them bought. And they'll go in tomorrow's post. Whoop whoop.
See you later, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Products.